Welcome back to Nikki's Scrapbooking Adventures. Today we're going to be playing with 30 Days of Sketches again. Day 3 this time around. And I decided that I was going to do an 8x8 page today because I really want to play with a very old collection by Pink Paisley. And this is perfect. This is a perfect sketch for 6x6. So I'm just going to go through what I have. The way I organize my 6x6 papers is I take them apart and put them in by color. So I had to dig through and try to find all of these papers. Now I did mix in some stuff, like this is from Echo Park, and then this is from a different line as well, because I thought those colors match. I may or may not use them. I haven't decided yet. So those are just going to be kind of off to the side. Now this is actually one of the oldest collections I have. And I just really felt like using this today because I knew I had this paper right here. And I just think that is so adorable. This is Little Adventurer by Pink Paisley. And the photo I'm using is this one where my son is stuck underneath his toy. So this paper definitely has to make it on here somewhere. Okay. So that's the photo I'm going to be using today. Okay. And I'll just quickly go through. This is a 6x6 pad, so these are not double-sided. I have this paper in 12x12 and I absolutely love it. I love these little sketchy little hearts on gray background. Super cute. And then there's a gray polka dot, and then there's some cute whales loving on each other, and then a great grid or graph paper. No, what is this called? I don't know. Background. I can't think of what it's called. Then another gray, and then I love this multicolor, and that's all the colors in the collection. And then a little cut apart sheet, and this is my favorite paper. Absolute favorite paper in the entire world. I love this paper. I think I need to buy a couple more of these. And what's great is that I found some of these papers in 12x12 on scrapbook.com. I'll definitely link that for you below, because this hot air balloon piece, that's coming home with me soon. And then I love that cute letters, right, on blue background, and little water. And then this. So this is kind of a baby line, little boy, baby. I think it's more baby line because we've got things like date of arrival. But you could also consider this kind of like a adventure. Like, where did that little whale go? Like, look at those together. Isn't that fun? And then you've got the little toys, and I just love this line. I think it's super cute. Very soft, muted colors, but that's fine. I purchased this collection when a store was going out of business, which is really sad, a scrapbooking store, back in 2019 while I was in Florida. So I was able to pick up the ephemera pack. So this is what is left. Just look at this. Isn't that cute? Oh, little bunny rabbit. And then we got a couple frames, which I knew I had this ephemera pack and I knew it had frames, so I was like, okay, can definitely mesh those together. And then I also have a couple sets of the thickers. So these thickers are a little hard to use because they are multicolor, but they work perfect with this collection. That's what they're made to do, right? So I already have my title figured out. This is my title. I'm Stuck, Mama. And I just now have to figure out what my papers look like. Isn't that cute? So I've got my 8x8 paper here. And I like this because this is actually just normal 8.5 by 11 piece of paper that I cut down to 8x8. It's part of the reason why I like this size. Now, 6x6 pages are awesome for this size because really, I forgot, you don't need a lot of paper. You really, really don't. So I cut down my image and I matted it with gray cardstock. Might as well. I have the paper and it's in my 6x6 pad, so I just gave it a little bit of a matte, 1/16 of an inch, using my We Are layer guides. And I decided I could whittle this down by using my photo size guides that we made in a different video. I figured I could get 3x3. I could probably even do smaller, but I knew for a fact that I wanted it 3 inches tall. And I kind of wanted a rectangle because the sketch had a rectangle and I just was going to follow suit. I then figured out what my frame was going to be. So there's this big frame on the side of this, and I took the 6x6 paper that was the solid stripes and I made a frame. I decided that I didn't really want the pinkish orange to show through, that peach color. So I cut off that and started with the orange. And then took my trimmer and I figured out where a 1/2 inch was on each side. So this is actually a 1/2 inch wide frame. So now I kind of have a guide of how big the rest of my papers are. 6x6 inches takes up a lot of room on an 8x8 page. And I was like, well, crap, because look at how big my photo is compared to my frame, and it was a whole deal. And I was like, well, I really, really want this piece of paper to be the showstopper. And I'm going this way because this train is leading off the way that way. And it would look funny if it was leading off the page upside down. Okay. So that's the next paper I cut. Now, this is a 6x4 5/8 piece. And then this guy is 5 1/4 by 4. So that's going to go right on top. And then I've got this chevron paper. So I was like, well, I might as well follow suit, right? Okay. So I made this paper the same size as this one. So that is the same measurements. And I'm just going to stick that right in there, just like the sketch, showing a little bit of the chevron. Then I was like, okay, this white is bleeding into the white, so I need another color. I ended up actually using the little strip from the top of the 6x6 pad to get my paper in the background. Now you're not really going to see this, but it is there, and I'm okay with not being able to see it because it would be thrown away anyway, so might as well use it, right? So that is going to go there. And that is my base page. That was super simple, right? That was super simple. Now we need to embellish. Well, after getting this all done, I realized my title's not going to stick there. The I'm Stuck Mama is just going to be way too big. So I'm just going to put I'm Stuck, and it's going to start here and go that way. So I may have to shift everything over because I don't want the green starting on the green. And I could absolutely change that color. I might. I haven't decided yet. You know what? I think I'm going to have to shift it over this way. Hang on. I know it's wrong. I didn't like the orange back here. I need to flip it around. That's my problem. The orange was such a bold color right behind my letters that you can't read it. So by rotating it, now I have the orange on this side, and I can place my title here and you'll be able to read it now. I'm stuck. So now I've got this random orange piece that needs something over here that's orange. So I've got a little ticket here. That's going to go right down here. And then I have a little book that says Travels and Adventures. How cute is that? Okay. Well, taking a look at, I think I'm actually going to put this up top. Just like that. Covering up this random weird hole that bugs me that it's in the middle of the ephemera piece, but we're going to move on. And then I was like, okay, well, I need some of this green down here. So I took my tab punch to the inner bit of this and made a tab with the date. And that is going to stick right here. Right underneath, I think, actually. Okay. So that is my large cluster. And I brought some of that gray in, because there's gray here, gray in my photo, gray there, with Distress Oxides. Now I need to bring up some orange in this little corner. So I have a little ephemera piece that's an airplane. I thought that was perfect. Kind of crash diving into the I'm stuck part. And then I thought about adding this, but then I feel like I would need to add some of this sparkle. So I'm going to bypass that. That is going to be my title. The last thing I'm going to add to this layout is a little arrow. This is a handmade arrow, so it's definitely not perfect. But I was trying to figure out what to put here. Because really, you've got a title, a cluster, and then an arrow. And I was like, well, I guess I'm going to add an arrow. And that arrow is going to be punting right here. And I'm thinking it is going to go off the page. I haven't decided yet. I may cut it down to sit right here. Let's see. You know how I figured that out? Do I want it here or here? That's kind of cute. And then cut it off right there. So that really is my page. Now these stickers are not sticky anymore. Like, pretty sure they'll just come off the wax paper. I'm going to have to add some adhesive, and that is the risk you incur when you don't use your thickers. They dry out, which really, really sucks. I think I'm actually going to pop that up on foam. Okay. And that's my page, friends. So day 3 sketch designed by Raquel Spears, I'm assuming, for Sketches in Time. We appreciate your motivation and inspiration to use these sketches. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will list this little adventures in the box below. It is affiliate links. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps support my channel. So I really appreciate it if you just click it. You don't even have to buy the Little Adventures collection. Just clicking and then purchasing something will help my channel. So have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.